enemies and frenemies. My name is Milo, and today I'm playing a game by Denki. I'll tell you more about them later. Oh yes. Reset play. I did a little bit of testing, of course. Move to the light. Step into the light, little Beckham. Okay, so this is another entry in the sports platformer subgenre, or category, or whatever. This time, we're playing a 2D platformer with soccer mechanics. There's actually a few in this category, this subcategory of soccer platformers. I've probably talked about it on a previous stream, but this is going to be like rounding out the whole sports platformer thing. I'm getting to the limit of the ones I've found that are worth checking out. Yes, so this one is based on the David Beckham license. And a comparison that I've seen a few times with regards to this game is how the visuals are a little bit like, or remind people of Yoshi's Island, which works for me very much. It's one of my favorite games. And so this pairs well with Slam Dunk Kong, which itself was inspired by Donkey Kong Country, both of them very visually distinct and influential platformers on the Super Nintendo, and ones that I love dearly. Anyway, yeah, you can see from the title screen, look at the island, look at the way it looks. But either way, let's get started. The game does ease you into it. Welcome to Soccer Island. I'm Mickey. What sort of accent should he have? I'm Mickey, your guide and mentor, here to help you on your way. Let's go to the club. Take part in Soccer Island's official club trials. I guess that's kind of a Hagrid accent. That's my benchmark. Welcome to Soccer Island's official club trials. To join our club, you must prove yourself in an intensive trials session. There are 3 trials to complete. Good luck. Let's do it. So, you've never seen David Beckham looking like this before. Very chibi style. Let's first trial test key skills. Running, jumping, and basic ball skills. Yeah, like I said, it really eases you into it. Press left or right to run left and right. Yes, that's how simple we're getting. Now, notice the parallax scrolling on the light beams. Your jumping will improve with practice. Wonderful. Lovely little sprite again. I think the look of the game is a great strength. What is not a strength, I think, is the camera. I did, like I said, I did a little bit of testing on this before, but I noticed that jumping to a higher platform, the camera is like shifting around a lot. It can be a little bit disorienting, but we'll try and look past that. Ah, there it is. Well done. You found the ball. This ball is a magical ball with many special properties. The only way to collect or remove things... Oh no, he's become Scottish. The only way to collect or remove things on Soccer Island is with a ball. That's right. Magic. Soccer. Don't worry about bursting the ball. It cannot be destroyed. Okay, he's now Sean Connery. Forget about the other thing I said. Your ball control skills need work. For now, try dribbling the ball along the ground. Done. Oh, hello, Laura. Good to see you. Welcome to Soccer Island. Yes, I believe this game was only released in Europe, and yet it uses the title soccer instead of football. Of course, a lot of these games are aiming for some popularity in the US as well, so that's where the word soccer is used. Although in Australia we also call it soccer because we have our own football code that we invented, so that's generally called football. Yeah, blah blah blah. You can kick it in a direction. Yes, thank you. Ding. There you go. And when you kick it up, he then heads it at the end. Yeah, lovely. And yeah, you kick it along. Can I kick it diagonally? I can. Can I kick it downwards? Sort of. Can't really tell. Oh, that's so good. Okay. Yes, you jump higher and longer without a ball, of course. So you got to kick it across first. And later on, the game like upgrades your ball skills, so you can jump higher and you can do different things with the ball. This much I've learned from reading. A very excellent little blog that did a series of posts on sports platformers. It's called Super Adventures in Gaming, and it's the posts about sports platformers were written by Ray Hartgrid. So I recommend checking that out. I'll link it because it forms so much of a basis of the my knowledge of what other sports platforms are out there. I tried looking for more and I couldn't find any more. Oh, Tanya's here too. And yes, this is David Beckham. This is a licensed game. So I'll talk about the development history, I guess. So Denki is the software house that developed it. They're made up of... Oh, okay. So it's just given me an upgrade to my running ability. Wow, I'm actually a lot faster. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, Denki is... Sorry, there's so much tutorials at the start. I guess I'll get through the tutorials and then I'll start talking about stuff. Okay, Stephen Klein's, blah, blah, blah. Oh, this is Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay, great. I'm also... Oh, okay, yeah. So they're going to give me more things as I go on. Oh, okay. I didn't make that line of coins. Yes. Well, I missed it, dude. And I can't get back up there now unless I go back that way. But I don't want to be bothered. I don't know if I can get that whole line of coins he's talking about, but I don't know. Oh, okay, my jumping has now been improved. It's interesting. They start you off really hobbled. Yes, I can move while jumping. This really is, yeah, easing you in for beginners at games in general, maybe. I guess the David Beckham license could pull in people who would never ordinarily play a game at all. Maybe. A dangerous ball. Okay, so I can interact with the environment and objects with the ball. This is a feature of more complex platformers like Yoshi's Island, where you have methods of interaction with your environment. Ball is no longer dangerous when it bounces on the ground. Oh, okay, so you can see it glow orange as I kick it, and then after bouncing it becomes non-dangerous. Oh, okay, yep. The old 1-2. 1. Stun the monster by hitting its weak point with a dangerous ball. 2. Remove the stunned monster from play by hitting it anywhere with a ball. Try removing the stuffed monster from play. It doesn't matter where you hit it. Okay, that was it. That's how you fight enemies. And that gives you a little preview of what they look like too. Although you can see it on the box art. I've got two slightly different variations of the box art on the sides of the screen. You can't really tell, but one has brighter colors. I don't know what the difference really is. But yeah, the types of monsters you can see in the game are sort of on the left. Big goofy blob things with big mouths and big eyes. It's nice. Okay, the third and final trial. Oh. I see, it is not open. You must activate the locks. Oh, okay. Yeah, the terminology of dangerous ball is what they're using. Yes, I have health. Usually from monsters. If your health is completely exhausted, I will revive you with a magic sponge. Just like in real football. But be warned, you have to restart the level from the very beginning. Use a ball to pick up fruit and vegetables to top up your health and stay healthy. It's got a good message about diet for the kiddies as well. Lovely. Your kicking is improving. You can now kick the ball further. A long press will kick it further. Nice. Look, it's a lock. Remember, you must be dangerous. Dangerous David. Okay, go for goal. Oh, can I continue exploring? Should I? Whoop. Let's do it, just for now. I don't really know how far I'll get in this game. My plan is to play as much as I can for about an hour and a half, and then do a little tour of some other soccer platformers that I've found. You found a spell. You now have better ball control with your head. Now you can juggle it with your head. Boop, 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 boop. Nice. Yeah, that's cute. Oh, I like that. So it is worth exploring because you might get upgrades. Okay. Run, 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 run. Okay. So I guess that's the end of the tutorial. Yes, so did I say Denki Software? They're a very small company that was formed by ex-DMA Design employees. So DMA Design later became Rockstar North, or Rockstar in general. I don't know. They're based in Scotland. Cool. Yeah, it was 4 people who split off. Employee lists I've seen for Denki list up to 6 people. This game doesn't actually have credits associated with it, so I'm not sure who was involved with this, but it's probably safe to assume that everyone in the company was, considering it's so small. Now I'm an official member of the Island Club. You're ready to embark on an adventure. Ooh, a membership badge. So that's the trophy room. As you progress, you will get more trophies. Let's check it out. There's nothing so far. Okay. Adventure time. I'm sure that's not copyrighted. You are the chosen one, David Beckham, brought to Sucker Island to save us from our despair. The malevolent Mr. Woe has our island in the grip of terror. No, yes, Tanya. The character I'm playing is David Beckham. He looks very young and cute, but that's who he is. Yeah. You can see on the box art he's all decked out in his Man United colours, which is, I guess, his most famous, club posting or whatever. His League of Monsters is running wild, causing destruction and mayhem. The monsters have kidnapped everyone and stolen all our treasures. Only you can save us and recover all our precious things. The League of Monsters has 4 divisions, one in each of the main zones in the island. A monster manager controls each zone and division of monsters. It's so much like association football. Defeat the monster managers to reveal the secrets they hold and free the zone. Yeah, maybe this is David Beckham as a child. Yeah, we don't know that, actually. It could be a prequel to the modern day. Well, in the modern day he's retired. But I guess when this game was released in 2002, he was at the height of his power. I don't actually know that much about the career of David Beckham. I looked him up a little bit to see if he was actually a good role model for children or whether he was kind of a nasty guy, but he seemed like a decent fellow, from what I could tell in my limited reading. All I really know about him is that he played for Spain at some point, or America. I know that he married Posh Spice. Yeah. Yep, that's what I know. Okay. This was a zone of tranquility before Mr. Woe unleashed his gloom. Fortunately, the 4th Division monsters are mostly very stupid. Press the A button to enter the Enchanted Forest. Good luck. This is another thing that what's his name? Ray Hardgrit, yes, likes to point out. This is a platformer that starts with a forest level. It's a cliche, so whatever. The Nipper is crazy for balls and nothing else. Nipper is the fish from Donkey Kong Country 3, the one that follows you and tries to eat you. It's usually annoying and rather nasty, but excited it can be dangerous. A persistent Nipper's nips don't always hurt, but they can slow you down. The Nipper is vulnerable on all sides. Okay, get all the locks. Nipper! Oh, it's so cute! Hello. It's not biting me. Aw. Why did I do that? I killed the poor thing. Oh, this music. It's lovely. It's cheery. You may have noticed coins scattered all over the island. The coins are part of our island treasury. Try to collect them when you find them. Does that mean I'm going to give them back to you at the end? I'm recovering them for their rightful owner, right? I'm not amassing David Beckham's personal fortune. Although I did read in that small research that I talked about that he has done a fair bit of philanthropy work, so good on him. Collect 100 coins to earn the golden boots. With the golden boots, you can collect items with a ball in your possession. And foul means that you've run out of health and get... it's death, basically, in this game, the equivalent. So I guess if you have the golden boots, you don't need to kick the ball to... Oh, I see, it's slowing me down. That's the problem. Well, die. Now, I noticed that, yeah, it created... Is that supposed to be food? It's a purple egg. I thought it was an eggplant, but it really just looks like an egg. Oh! Ooh! I found a secret. Now I know that you can do that. Yeah, so Tanya's wondering if maybe it was a soccer game before it got the Beckham license, but some shooter is destroyed by a dangerous ball. Kind of a distinctive... Oh, they're teaching me about it right now. Okay, now I have the gold boots. It hasn't changed my sprite any, unfortunately. Yeah, so what I was going to say... I've mentioned Denki. The publisher we saw there was Rage Software, and yeah, this is something that Denki did for Rage, and Rage had the Beckham license clearly because they put out a few other David Beckham games on like the PlayStation and stuff, and they were actual soccer games. They weren't like this. They weren't as interesting as this. Gemstones, huh? I guess the egg was a gemstone. Yeah. Del Toro Quest style. Oh, no. These are the gemstones. Yeah, okay. Oh, I see. Mario Brothers style. If you knock them down, they'll get back up and be angry and change color. Nice. Now, I've learned, don't go straight for the goal, because there might be more. Whoa! Giant gem. Nice. Yeah, so as I was saying, Rage had a couple of other David Beckham games, like more soccer simulations. Oh, okay, so the eggs had little creatures in them, and it tallies your gems at the end, so okay, it's all kept track of. It's not just arbitrary points collectibles. I like that. I like that a lot. Alright, 1-2. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this... you know what? I can't say for sure. Maybe they were developing this... But I don't see why they would have done a soccer game in the first place unless they could have put Beckham on it. But either way. Defender doesn't like intruders in his territory. Tends to defend Locke's golden treasure. Defender charges at any living thing it sees as a threat. Its weak spot is its backside. This game is adorable. Mushroom bumpers bounce things away at high speed. The smaller something is, the further it's bounced. Oh, I kept my golden boots. You can see the star at the top of the screen. When you... Yeah, like, when you don't have the star, there's a coin total up there, but now that I have it, now that I have 100 coins, I've kept the golden boots even through levels until I get fouled, so that's nice. And hopefully we never get fouled with our save states. We'll see. Monsters are not dangerous to the touch, so don't be afraid to run into them. However, that doesn't mean monsters are completely harmless. They usually attack anything that makes contact with them or gets in the way. This music's pretty quiet. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. So that's just default level sound. It's quite soft, but it's nice. Most monsters play dirty and like to bite, kick, or headbutt opponents, so be prepared to run away if you meet a monster head on. Yeah, so I can grab coins at any time now that I have the golden boots. Ah! Oh, it hurt me. I guess it didn't attack? Sure. Yeah. The silly noises. Lovely. Ah, my first food. Strawberry. Monsters don't stay stunned forever. It won't be best pleased. Beware, angry monsters are extremely dangerous. A monster removed from play leaves behind an egg. Use a ball to collect the eggs to save the animals inside. Please try to save all the animals on the island. Yeah, I noticed I left one of the monsters in the last level, and then I only had 4 out of 5 at the end. Yes. So it is keeping track of that. I wonder if it tells you from the level select screen.
You can stand on top of some monsters. This can be useful for a free ride or extra height. Be warned, not all monsters like being stood upon.
Yeah, so when I was doing a bit of research on this game, I wanted to find out if there are any credits. So I went online to see if there are any videos of it. Whoa, okay, so now I'm writing it. Cute. The only videos I could find, there's no like long plays, but there are at least two speed runs from different people. And one is much faster than the other, incidentally. This game isn't very hotly, competitively played as a speed game, apparently. I think I've missed out on getting on top of that platform there. There might be something up there. Oh, I could do this. Yes, okay, cool. Fruits! Yeah, so there's two speed runs, but they both kind of quit the game as soon as they beat the boss. So when I was looking for credits, those videos did not help me at all. So what I did is downloaded a completed save file from GameFAQs and played the final boss. So I've beaten the final boss of this game on my own, just to see, and no, there are no credits. So let's see, I missed some treasure, I got all the eggs, appearances 1, goals 1, I don't know how you get more than one goal. Oh, I guess if you go and replay a level, it'll go to 2 appearances, and then if I finish, it's 2 goals. And no fouls because I didn't die. Level score, zone score, and total score. Yeah, it's all there. Lots of numbers. Cool. But I don't mind too much about numbers. I just want to make progress, I guess, at this point. See what content is in the game. What it's got for me to show me.
My advice is to avoid monsters if you can possibly help it. Most of them won't attack you unless you run into them. Take them on with confidence once you have enough power and experience.
I feel powerful and experienced. I can do it. Oh yeah. So you always have to have the ball with you, even if you have the golden boots. You can't just collect things unless you're dribbling the magic ball.
The Minky is very aggressive. It hates or fears everything and prefers to keep out of the way in high places.
He's kind of shifting into Yoda as I go on.
The Minky throws things at any intruders or balls in its territory. Be quick to exploit the fact that the Minky is vulnerable all round.
Oh, so cute! I don't want to destroy the Minky. I guess it's kind of like a monkey. It made kind of a monkey sound. Yeah. All right. Ooh, they're so big. Ah. Oh. Okay. It's climbed up onto. Oh, it's gonna throw a Yoshi's Island egg at me. Do it again. Oh, beautiful. Hit me. Go on. I guess it just is another soccer ball because it looks a lot like mine. Of course, it's Soccer Island.
Remember, fruits and vegetables keep you healthy.
Indeed. Head, head, head. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh, good. Okay, I can jump that high. I can jump a lot higher than I think, without the ball, that is. So if I kick it, yeah. Wow. That's a real platformer hero, that is.
The keeper mostly acts as a keeper of locks and goals. It can leap high and tends to go for balls. Sometimes it's not so fussy and attacks intruders. The keeper is vulnerable only from behind.
So we're getting all the enemy descriptions from our, again, very Yoshi's Island style, question mark blocks. Whoa! Okay, that's cute. Oh. I love the sounds that these things are making. Very cute. Overall, I'm very impressed with this game so far.
A set of 7 colored bonus balls is found in each zone. can only collect them by shooting them into an open goal. Bonus balls are never dangerous and so can't hurt monsters or complete levels.
Well, haven't seen them yet. Pop. Also notice the music speeds up as soon as the goals open. The bonus ball. Mine. Oh wait, they're never dangerous, so you can't defeat enemies with them. Ah! Oops. Ah! Oh no! I got fouled. Oh, the start of the level. Well, I know what I'm doing. I'm rewinding. Nuts to that, I say. Nuts. Oh, Angry Minky. Minkies, also in Donkey Kong Country 3. I'm gonna say this game is inspired by Donkey Kong Country 3 definitively because of all the enemy names. Definitely. No question. I wonder what Minky is actually a reference to. Bonus ball. Oh, that was so a Yoshi's Island sound. Alright, how do I get up there? Okay, I can come here, but I can't... Oh, I guess I could kick the ball up, but I don't want to break that block, so I gotta be careful. Okay. Cool. And that'll get me the last egg. Puzzles, little puzzles. I'm liking it a lot, actually. Goal! Another thing I like is the broad little grin on baby Beckham's face. Cool, good times. So I wonder if you get all the treasure, it'll like change the color of the level dots when you finish it. That's a very Super Mario World Donkey Kong Country thing to do. The map itself seems pretty SMW in style. Yeah. Man, Yoshi's Island is so good. That's why I like Super Princess Peach so much. It's basically a successor to it. Oh, get away. Oh. I also recently saw some screenshots of James Pond 3. Some platforms float in the air. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I got it. And it seemed to me like maybe some of the level graphics in the third James Pond game were a bit Yoshi's Island-ish, but I looked again later and I couldn't really find what had given me that impression. Spells. Oh, okay. So there's magic, of course. We have a magic ball already, so we know that magic exists. Yes, temporary. Ooh, permanent spells. I'll take those. That sounds great. Where can I find them? Maybe that star I found in the earlier level was a spell. What did it do again? It improved something about me. I don't know. The heading, I think. It made me head better. Headbutt. Head. Yeah. Free spell. Okay. Where is it? I guess that's it. Yep, it's a star. Okay, cool. Freeze! There are no enemies? Oh, there's some here, but they weren't frozen. Okay. I don't have a... yeah. I have a dim opinion of these spells so far, I think. Hey. Get fouled, son. Yeah, whatever, I missed that one. Doesn't matter. Not playing this completionist. Just fooling around. Just having a kick around. Oh, okay. Let's see. Rebound? Like this? No, it doesn't bounce high enough. What if I do this? So I can jump over here. The watermelon. The mystical watermelon of truth. Oh, now I'm stuck here. Without my ball. Well, never mind. I guess that's a puzzle that I am not solving right now. I wonder if you can come back to earlier levels with better abilities later on. It's probably the case. Oops. Oh, yep, I made it. Oh. Of course, you need the ball. You need the magic ball. not a magic 8-ball. Actually, this doesn't look 100% like a real soccer ball. Don't the black bits always connect? Oh no, they don't, because there's like a black hexagon that's always surrounded by white pentagons. Is that right? Or maybe it's vice versa. Oh man, I played soccer a lot. I was a referee. This looks bad. This is reflecting badly on me. Yeah, when I was in high school, basically my first job was refereeing weekend games of, you know, under whatever's soccer. Actually, to tell the truth, I went to referee school and everything, but what I did most often was the linesman position, which is the sub-referee. There's 2 linesmen that work under the referee. Oh, E. Oh, nuts. Oh, B and E? Okay, I get it. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh yeah, and you don't need to go to the goal ring, you just need to hit your magic ball into the goal ring. Anyway, the reason I was doing linesman job was because I played soccer with my team on Saturdays, so I wasn't free to referee games. So I had to do it on Sunday, and Sunday is when the older divisions played, and you can't referee a game. The age of the group that you're refereeing has to be 2 years younger than you, so there was never really a situation where I was the main referee. Ooh, now that the screen's frozen, check out those little star sprites. They're just a few pixels. When I've been doing pixel art and wanted to draw a star, that's basically what I did. 2 straight pixels up, and then like 5 across, and then a little leg part of 3, and then yeah, very basic. That's, I think, the simplest star you can draw. Anyway, the striker is more interested in balls than players usually. Its sole purpose is to attack balls or anything with balls in its territory. I wonder if that's a double entendre on purpose. It can kick and it can jump, so watch out. Its weak spot is its backside. You know, it looks just like all the other things, but kind of a different body shape, I guess. Consistency, I suppose. Oh, let's see. Tanya says that she is bored, got some corn with chili and cheese, and also watching this to cure boredom. Hope it's working. Oh, there was some corn. Corn is so good, I love it. In all its forms: popcorn, sweet corn, corn kernels, corn on the cob, which is sweet corn. Oh, even cream of corn soup. Wait, what was that? It's very important that I inspect each and every item of food. Oh no, a striker. Eee. Oh, I wasn't safe standing on top. I got hit somehow. I think what I learned in the final boss fight is that enemies can can capture your ball and make it into a dangerous state and then hurt you with it, I think, if I'm remembering right. Yeah, it's an interesting little mechanic here. It's almost like keeping the baby safe in Yoshi's Island, is that you sort of have to shepherd the ball sometimes. See down there, I had to kick it up and then jump after it with my greater jump height. So you're like looking after this ball kind of thing. Ooh, more maximum health, I like that. Yes, lovely. Oh, yeah, see, that's what it just did. Like I said. Hey, get, get owned, yes, good. Yeah, how long has it been? Half an hour? I'm not out of World 1. I'm not going to finish this game, obviously. The speedrunners can do it in an hour or 2, but I'm doing it at a more leisurely pace, clearly, and with less familiarity. But I encourage you to check out this game for yourself, maybe, if you're interested. Easy to find a copy on your local internet website, clearly. Like I said, I think the game was only released in Europe, but I'm not sure. Actually, you know what? I don't recall what the ratings stickers were on these 2 box arts that I've put on the screen. Okay. Yes, lovely. What did they say the bonus balls would get me? I forget, but I'll do it anyway, just to see. Yes, lovely. Oop. Cool. Corn chowder soup. What's that? I don't know what that is. Ooh, I got all of the treasures. Lovely. Perfected. That's the coveted 100% run from a Yoshi's Island thing. Very difficult to do. For all levels. Getting all the coins, stars, and flowers all in one run. So yes, the level thingy has changed to a star, so that is the indication as I suspected. Let's see. Well. Charity is not something to be ashamed of, Tonya, I guess, but it might get you fired. Someone from Tokyo visited one of the restaurants and claimed that she works at the same restaurant in Tokyo Disneyland. She even showed pictures, and it's quite different. That's really interesting. Can you tell me what restaurant it is? Maybe I'll go visit her when I'm there. I will be in Tokyo Disneyland next Thursday. And that's, as I've said before, that's why I'm not doing streams for the next 4 weeks. I'll be on holiday, I'll be away, out of the country, and unable to continue this lovely activity. But yes, I will be in Tokyo Disney at that point. Wonder if this cloud just takes you to that lock. Oh no, it's still going? Oh. I don't think I really need it. Maybe I need it to get higher up. Let's find out. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I did need it. Minkies! They're my favorite so far, I think. Because they have a recognizable animal trait and they aren't just like a blob. Blobs are fine and all, but there's not much to them. The buck teeth are kind of silly and cute, I guess. Hey, Gibbons here. Hello. Yeah. I thought you might be a little late because of, you know, I was doing the stream earlier and stuff, but good to see you. And yes, he has noted the similarity to Yoshi's Island. Royal Street Veranda. What is that? Ah, he's just got home, yeah. Been doing his duty to his country. Jury duty, I mean. He's not in the military. Although, well, he has done military contracts before, but I'm not going to hold it against him. Oh, oh. Yeah, the ball can really get away from you sometimes, can't it? Anyway, yeah, I've been drawing these comparisons to Yoshi's Island. The style, the, you know, the look, the music, the way that you interact with your environment through the use of an object, whether it be eggs or in this case soccer balls, or a magic soccer ball, but I've also got the bonus balls. The way the collectibles work is kind of similar. Yeah, and I'm loving it. So that was, I think, a red. I do need to, like I said, stop and inspect. I would say apple at first glance, but it's got a different shape to the green apple I saw before. It might be maybe a plum or something, but equally, it could just be a red apple that has a slightly different shape, I know. Shapes vary. I'm not a big fan of red apples myself, unless they're really crisp. My favorite is Granny Smith, which is the most crisp. I love it. Very tart and acidic, crunchy. Oh, they're so good. But you can't get Granny Smiths in Japan, so I'm going to struggle with that when I go to keep up eating fruit while I'm there. I think you can get grapes. I usually just eat red apples that I find in supermarkets and stuff, because they're pretty good ones there. They're large though. Okay, Royal Street Veranda is quite literally right next to Pirates of the Caribbean. Great, I'm sure I'll go there. In California, they serve soup, clam chowder, steak, and veggie soups. The Tokyo menu, Tonya, not sure what it is, but I will assure you that it is quite different. I know that for sure, because just in general, the food they serve at Disneyland in Japan is very different from what they have in other Disneylands. Just local markets, different tastes, and they tailor the menu. So yeah, there's a lot more hamburger, for example, which is a hamburger patty that's been cooked. Yeah, that's just a really common element of menu items in lots of places. Anyway, the winger usually roosts in high places.
It doesn't like intruders in its territory. If you can't stop and shoot, keep moving so the winger doesn't get a chance to attack. The winger is vulnerable all round.
So if you hadn't picked it up yet, oh, it's a little batty. Cute. Yeah, if you hadn't picked it up, all these enemies are named after soccer positions, field positions. So the winger is someone who's out on the side, the wing position. Yeah, you know, the edge, whatever. You get it. And we've had the keeper and the striker and the defender or fender. What else we had? The minky. I'm not sure what the minky is really. Minky. Mink? Mink? The mink. They obviously take the mink position. Ah! Yeah, notice I got the rebound, so I hit it to make it vulnerable and then hit it again. Yeah, good stuff. And I'm glad I have the golden boots. As long as I have the golden boots, I can collect things without kicking the ball at them. Otherwise, the game would be a bit more tedious. Good. Oop. Camera? Yes. The camera's a little finicky. Like, I wanted it to move across there and it didn't, but often it will switch quite a far distance, which, you know, maybe a little too much, you know. Oh, the spell, the magic spell. Yeah, it worked. Great. Oh, I missed. Boom. Yeah, take that. And I see it's been unfrozen because it's blinking. Boing. Banana. Oh, that's another way that this is like a Yoshi game. Yoshi's Story had a lot of different fruits. Not that I really love comparing things to Yoshi's Story. Compared to Island, it's a lesser experience in my book, but that's okay. It's fine. The H-ball, H4, hero of soccer. Now I can't defeat enemies with the bonus ball or collect stuff, but I can chuck it in the goal. Oh no, I haven't opened the goal yet, so never mind. Should have been juggling 2 balls. Wait, oh, okay. Oh. Yeah, I don't know that there are that many hidden upgrade collectibles as I thought there were. But that's okay. Go for goal. Where's my K? Oh, there it is. Oh, I'm nearly dead. Better watch out. That's the keeper. They all have different behaviors according to Mr. Moustache Man. Oh, boot. Yeah, Gibbon's saying the game looks really fun. I agree. It is really fun. I think you should give it a go. You know, if you want. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I appreciated the screenshots, and I knew it would be really great and fun to check out. Oh, I'm leaving sparkles behind, even when I don't have a ball. Probably because I'm the chosen one, as they said. Ah! Hey, stop it. Oop. Oh no. Yeah, I just really like how they've incorporated the soccer ball into the gameplay, and just the general look and feel. It's lovely. Oop. Sleepy guy. Oh! That was a fun little set piece. Accidental set piece. It's faster than me slightly. Alright, let's just go here. Okay. I'm not interested in replaying segments too much live on stream. Yes, Tonya is expounding on the menus. There's a restaurant called Hungry Bear in both parks. Oh, I didn't kill that one back there. Oh well. The time for completionism is over. The time for rapid progress has begun. Let us continue. Aha, this is a bit where I jump on its head. Lovely. And in California, it's fried food, chicken tenders, burgers, and so on. That kind of restaurant. In Tokyo, it's curry. Nothing but curry. That sounds right. And this is Japanese-style curry, so it's not that spicy.
There's water everywhere on Sucker Island. On the downside, water slows everything down and reduces overall performance. On the upside, you can swim by pressing the A button and cannot drown. Don't press the A button too fast, otherwise you won't swim so effectively.
Oh, timing it. Interesting.
Note that magical balls don't float in water.
Okay. Sounds convenient. Why do magical balls not float? Oh, that's right. I was talking about the structure of soccer balls. It's pretty interesting. I don't know whether it's by accident or what, but I know from my studies and from constructing a model that the carbon allotrope known as a buckyball or a Buckminster fullerene, which is 60 carbon atoms that have arranged into a sphere shape, pretty much mirrors exactly the shape of a soccer ball. And I don't know which came first. It has to be the soccer ball, right? It's like a series of patches sewn onto a rubber, or earlier a bladder inflated sack inside, right? And the patches are leather. But the way they've arranged them with the geometry is what I find interesting. And how they've approximated a sphere, because of course, with a series of pentagons and hexagons, you're not going to make a perfect sphere, but it's close enough. Whoa. But yeah, I'm trying to remember the structure. I think it's the black bits are small pentagons surrounded by 5 hexagons that are white. And then it all tessellates together into an approximate sphere structure. It's really interesting. Well, I find it so anyway. Yeah, but the buckyball is this really weird thing that was discovered by 2 scientists called Buckminster and Fuller. And it's sometimes naturally occurring, like in soot you can get carbon forming different kinds of structures when it gets burnt out of wood. I think you can even get some carbon nanotubes, which is was the big hotness when I was doing my studies, and of course graphite and so on. And they all have different properties because of the way they're structured. And the structure is so regular, that's what's interesting, I think. But anyway, Buckminster fullerenes are this tiny little self-contained unit of just 60 atoms in a sphere. And I don't know. Yeah, they're cool. I don't know what practical application they have. I think I learned that there was some investigation into using them to deliver drugs in medical applications, like they could surround something and encase it, or yeah, because carbon is very non-polar. The remove spell removes from play all monsters in sight. Okay, I'll try. Yeah, I don't know. It's been a while. Maybe they've discovered some other use for them. Whoop. Okay. Whoop. Get it? Alright, I got it. But they were slightly off screen, so it didn't work. And then I died. Okay. Cool. Fun. I guess the idea would be to knock the star down there and then use it to deal with all those baddies. But that's not what I did. Oh well. Ah! Ow! Yeah, okay, so these strikers, they're gonna kick your ball if they find it. And you gotta stay away from that. This is actually the enemy there's one present in the final boss fight. And you sort of have to use its size and position to deal hits to the boss sometimes, because you can stand on top of it like that. But then you gotta be careful that it doesn't kick you. Just let it kick my ball for a bit. Yeah, okay. Oh, nope. Ah! Okay, the difficulty suddenly heated up. Oh man. Oh, there's so many. I really should have used that remove spell. Oh well. I am doing a pacifist run of Go Beckham Adventure on Sucker Island. That's what I'm doing. Watermelon. Everyone loves the watermelon. The final ball of bonuses. Gimme. Yeah. Cool stuff. Oh yeah, that's interesting. The restaurant looks exactly the same, but it serves completely different food. Milo gets kicked for an hour a day. Yeah. That was a bit of a Ren Shoku. No, what does Arino say all the time on Game Set to CX? I don't know. Like continuous hits. Yeah. That's just what I thought of. Whatever. Moving on, boss fight time. I got all the Beckham letters. Wow, okay.
What a tasty little snack you'll make, monkey boy. You don't stand a chance against me. Let's see if you can survive longer than those who have come before.
Who's come before? Were there more chosen ones?
Flappy is a large bird who can no longer fly. He sits around all day waiting for his minions to do his bidding. Flappy won't listen to reason and needs to be brought down to earth. Kick a ball at his perch until he falls. It's best to aim for the ends. Press the A button when you're ready to meet Flappy.
I'm ready. Ah! Flappy has fireballs. There we go, I can head repeatedly into the perch. Boop, 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 boop. Notice the sprite rotation. Classic GBA technique. It looks best when it's straight on, and it kind of looks janky if it's rotated like that. Mm-hmm. Oh, ouch. Hey, don't party just yet. Oh, okay. There we go. Is that the end? Oh, that's the boss. Pretty gentle for the first boss.
Groan, you win. My head hurts. I feel sick.
I don't know where to find Mr. Woe. All I know is he's out there somewhere. Just off Sucker Island. Just off the island, eh? Interesting. There you go, my first trophy. So there's 4 worlds. Oh, I guess there's 4, like, masters. And then Mr. Woe's world. So there's 5 total regions on this island at 5 worlds.
Well done, I found this special whistle. You now have the power to recall a ball you have kicked.
Oh, that's useful. Oh, that's right, I remember the blog post on Super Adventures in Gaming by Ray Hardgrit, talking about that, how much he wanted that feature to recall the ball until he got through the first world and realized that, oh, it is in the game, they just withhold it from you. A lot of the other soccer platformers that he tried out had that feature by default, so he felt the lack of it. You cannot recall a ball in a nipper's possession, yes, okay, and bonus balls can't be recalled, okay. All the exceptions, of course.
Here we are at the Creepy Caves. A vast, dark, and mysterious cavern network runs beneath the island. Be careful, the 3rd Division monsters are on the ball and in abundance.
Yes, they're really on the ball, nice pun.
Enter the Creepy Caves.
Okay. I wonder if I should load that save file that was completed and then just like run through the different world archetypes. I would have to find it first. Was I using a different emulator? I don't remember.
Don't kick a ball too close to things, otherwise you won't be able to catch it on the rebound.
Oh yeah, see, I caught it on the rebound. Beautiful. Let's try this ball recall thing. So useful. I love that. I probably should have been using that in the final boss fight, but I didn't know about it.
Loose objects can be used to remove monsters from play. Hit loose objects with a dangerous ball to make them fall. Falling objects can also hurt you, so be careful.
Ah, I see, we palette swapped the enemies. Ah. Forget it. Yeah, get kicked with a ball. Boy. Yes, that's what I'm going with.
The barge spell means you can run into monsters to remove them from play. Be warned, this effect is temporary.
As if you were some kind of River floating boat. That's not what barge means. Oh. Okay, bit of a jump there. I don't understand why that's not going through and hitting that block. Oh, I can duck. Lovely. Very cute. It doesn't do much, I guess. Oh. Seriously, what's going on here? Ah! Help! Oh, okay. If you hold down when you kick, then it sort of rolls along the ground. Oh no. Now what? Ah, there we go. Okay. Now I can barge. Get barged! Yeah! So it's just like invincibility star. Whatever. Cool. Oh yeah, we're not being completionist, we're rushing. There are some useful special kicks you can perform. For example, you can jump in the air and kick a ball towards the ground. Yes, I understand how that might work. Thank you for explaining it, but I don't need it so much. Okay. Oh. Aha. Oh, the ball recall is so good. I'm glad I have that now. I guess not having it for a while really makes you appreciate it more. I'm sure that's what they had in mind. Okay, let me try this downwards kick. Ooh. How do I get down there? I don't know. Okay, so it is going down an angle. You can't kick it straight down. That's realistic. Although, I don't know how often in a soccer match someone's going to jump with a ball and then kick it. You're usually jumping to kick a ball that's already in the air. If at all. It's really high level play for the hot doggers. Yeah, where was I using that save file? Ah! Oh, maybe that's what I started on, and then I clicked to reset the game's progress. Just to show you all what it was like. Yeah, those guys are real Lakitus. Whoa! Nice! Sorry, hang on. I wanna... Yeah! Oh, I love it. Boing! Okay. So, I don't know what the bonus balls did. I didn't see one in this level. But there wasn't one in every level in the last world. It's getting cold. I'm just gonna go grab a jumper. Go, go, Beckham. Yeah, you'll notice that the title has 3 exclamation marks, one after each go and one after Beckham. That's not how I spelled it in my tweet, because I couldn't be stuffed writing all the exclamation marks. I think it's silly. Oh well. Anyway, how's everyone else doing today? Have you guys played soccer before? There we go, you hit down the stalactites. Oh. Like, I'm a total nerd these days, but I played a few sports when I was a kid. I played soccer and basketball. I haven't had tennis lessons for a while. It's probably all my parents doing. They wanted to get me more active and stuff, I guess. Which is fair. But yeah, I played soccer for 5 years. Although, I recall specifically that in this, what do you call it, like, division or whatever that we were in, you would get trophies, you know, if you won the tournament or whatever. We were actually minor premiers one year, which means we were in lead position going into the finals round, but usually we did really badly, but we were a low division. So yeah, once we managed to flew good, I guess. Cannonballs, huh? Okay. But yeah, you were supposed to get a special trophy, like a recognition of long service, if you had played in this division for 5 years. And I had, but I didn't get the trophy. I don't know why. Administrative error, whatever. Oh, wow. Power. Boom! Cute. But yeah, eventually I stopped doing sports and I started doing drama instead, and I enjoyed that more. And then I got a job. And that was after the soccer referee job, of course. Oh. The rebound destroyed the other block. I wanted to get it higher up, but I guess not. Oop. Oop. I can really... Yeah. Bit of a physics playground sometimes. Whoops. Oh no. There it goes. Yeah, Gibbon says he played a little as a child. Oh, that's cute. We got a Minky riding on the back of a nipper, or whatever those ones were called. Ouch. Oh no. Totally fouled. Wait, why is it a foul if they attack me? It really should be the other way around. But yeah, stupid jobs getting in the way of our passions. Yes. Passions or hobbies, either way. But yes. Last lock. What's the difference? I don't know. I wouldn't say I had a passion for drama. It's just something I did for fun with friends and stuff. I was the Cowardly Lion in a Wizard of Oz panto, among other roles. I was also Donkey in a Shrek adaptation to the stage. That was pretty good. The always dangerous spell. Oh, okay. The ball's always dangerous, yes. And last the whole level through. Lovely. Yes. The pain and burning fury of my soccer ball, you'll feel it. Whee! So if I do this... Oh, what, so how do I... I guess you just... Whoa! That striker pursued me up to the slope, and then I got launched. I wonder what happens. Ah! The guy's own kick then knocked down a stalactite, and... Oh yeah, I keep forgetting I could do this. Ball recall. Ah, run away. I've had it with you, boy. Get out of my life. Oh, because it stays dangerous. It was overlapping that guy's sprite, and it killed him when he was down. Okay, so now there's a stun spell. Head, head, head. So where is this spell? Yeah, my first real job, what I think of as my real job, was as a dish pig. Meaning cleaning dishes at a restaurant. Dishwasher. It was good, honest work, you know. With angry chefs but good food. It's like a nice Italian restaurant. And they always made me a nice risotto to eat. Loved that. But it was a messy job. What's down here? I don't want to go down there. And I don't care about bonus balls anymore. Do-do-do. Oh, wow. Gibbon was in a performance of The Hobbit on stage and he was Gloin. That's a good role. well, I don't know, all the dwarves are kind of equally non-important, except for Thorin and like Bomba, at least in the book. The movie kind of changed things and made some of them more prominent, and gave them all their own little character quirks and stuff. And there's no reason you couldn't do that in a stage adaptation if you tweaked it. So, actually, I want to know, Gibbon, what did they do to make your character more individual? Did you have any special characteristics? Okay, invisibility. Man, they're throwing a lot of spells at me in this world. Oh, Cambodian's here. Hello, Cam. He's saying that this game really has the distinctive GBA Mario sound of the, you know, advanced remakes, all 4 of them. And hey, Yoshi's Island was one of those, so there's another connection for you. But yeah, he says it's probably the steel drums that are giving him that impression. Yeah, there are a lot. You can really feel that a lot in the soundtrack, can't you? Soggy surfaces stop balls bouncing or rolling. You can't kick or roll a ball along a soggy surface. Is this soggy? No. Ooh, I see a star. Those will permanently upgrade my abilities. All I got to do is go this way. So what's a soggy surface? Oh, that's the invisibility. Okay. Is this a soggy surface if I like kick it downwards? Okay, yeah. So it stopped when it reached the edge, and all of these are soggy too. So if I kick it along the ground, it doesn't go anywhere. Well, I made great use of that invisibility, didn't I? Now there's strikers all after me. Lovely. Oops. Wow. That was a trap. Kicked the ball up to get some collectibles, and it ran into a stalactite that hit me. Yeah, I remember reading about this game that one particular reviewer contemporaneously called it a Super Mario Advance clone just of the first game, which, in my opinion, that's a compliment. Like, Mario 2 is my favorite of the classic Mario games because it's so different and it tries a lot of weird and wacky things. World, I think, is a close second. I'm still kind of trying to decide. But clearly Island is way better than any of that, but that doesn't count because it's not a Mario game, it's a Yoshi game. Oh, get in there. Yeah, oh, okay, I could just jump up. Apparently. I don't want that. Given saying they didn't really give him any distinguishing characteristics, but he had the most lines out of all the dwarves aside from Thorin. That's nice. Yeah, I think Gloin, if of anyone, is sort of... Oh no, he's not really the second in command, isn't he? Is he? That would be Balin. Oh, a shortcut. Oh. That's interesting, if a bit unnecessary. So you can skip going back to the world map like this. Okay. Okay, it's there. Yeah, Thorin... Yeah, Balin is like the elder, and they sort of defer to him as the wisest, I think, most of the time. He's also the one who you then see the final fate of in Lord of the Rings in Moria. But yeah, because he led the expedition back to Moria to retake their homeland there. And that's who Gimli was hoping to see. Ouch. Most of the other ones stayed in Erebor. I don't know. I think some of them went with him. Maybe Philly and Killy went with him. I don't remember. All this is like appendix stuff because you never really see it happen. But yeah, that's what happens to Balin. Because yeah, Moria fell to the goblins and stuff, and then Balin wanted to retake it, but he failed. spoilers for something that is not really in the narrative. Ah! Oh! Brutal. I want that. Ah! Ah! Invincibility frames. Ah! Oh, wow. Little trap there. Alright, this is what I'm gonna do. Oh! I was trying to get the stalactite to hit him, but he was bounced away before it could happen. That's cute. Okay. Oh man. Okay. This is an interesting setup because he usually turns around as soon as he gets there, so he's rarely vulnerable, and then you knock him down to a lower. Ah! Brutal. Okay. This is a fun game. I like it. Well made. Well done, Denki. Yeah, let's talk about Denki a bit, I guess. Oh, Cambedian says that he loves Mario 2, but likes 3 better than World. Yeah, that's a common opinion that I see given about the relative difference there. Whether you prefer 3 or World, it's a debate. I don't think there's any real debate myself because the answer to me is clear. But everyone says that, of course. Well, everyone who is full of themselves anyway. Yeah, got to deal with some of these enemies. Kick. Oh yeah, the ball recall. I'm so bad at this game, dude. Yoink. Yoink. Cool. Oh, that was fun. Anyway, yeah, like you say, it is a close tie. Sort of. Depends what you value. But whatever you like, it's fine. Like, it's not a problem. Your opinion is valid and you are worthwhile. People like what they like, and that's cool. Oh, ball recall is so good! Where have you been all my life, ball recall? When I was on the soccer field. Running, running, running with all my little heart. If I had been able to magically recall a ball to my feet, I maybe would have scored more than like 1 goal in my career. I once scored an own goal. That's a huge embarrassment for me. What am I doing here exactly? See, that bounces. I don't get it. Because if it gets on that slope, it's most likely going to roll back down anyway. But all I need to do is get myself up there. See, I'm not shepherding the ball anymore. I forget this. I don't need to baby it. I can recall it with magic. Oh, unless the enemy has it. Hey, where'd it go? Hey, get back here. Get back here. How do I get it? There we go. Slide tackle. It's not something I can do. Ah, this game is clever. I like it. Yes, anyway, yeah, did I mention, I saw an review, someone called it a Mario Advance clone. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, the transform spell transforms. Ooh, that's nice. Yes, I will try to do that. Here it is. Boom! Give me all your strawberries. Oh wait, that's the one I just... Oh no, what? Okay. Oh, that's right, there's a camera thing. So I can use the ball as a spy. How do I do that? Okay, there we go. Yes, so you can switch it to camera following ball mode and then kick it away. And that's just tapping select does that for you. Grapes! Grapes are so good. Aha, the goal's in there, but I still need more locks to find. I don't know how to get up there. Oh boy. Oh, there's another magic ball. That's weird. Oh, I gotta lure some of these guys up here. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, come this way. I'd like to see you. Haha. Banana and... Oh no, that's an eggplant. I thought I'd seen one before, but... No, it was an egg. Ah! Yeah, I didn't expect more than one magic ball. That's not something that was really ever established in the lore. But if I recall, there is a particular one that comes to me. One to go. Hopefully it's in here. It is. Good. Yeah, I like this little arena. That's kind of fun. Strikers around, bouncy mushrooms. Okay, I'm going to kick the non-primary ball into the goal. It worked! Okay, so I guess that one is now my primary. That's interesting. Okay, so Cam says Super Mario World has better exploration, and I love exploration in games, he says, but simultaneously it feels less polished, I guess. Now I would say that polish is less important to me, and the exploration makes it a lot better to me. He says that 3 feels like it has more attention put into it, which makes sense from what I've read about World's development. Yeah, I agree with that. I've heard it was a bit rushed. So rubber balls can bounce more. Okay. Give me a rubber ball. Okay, there's not a rubber ball. And solo expeditions would not work if the camera is in ball mode. I feel like it should be following my character. But I guess if another little doodad runs off with my ball, then it'll be useful to track it down. Nope. Yes. Hee 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 hee. Nope. Ah. Oh. Oh, what? Oh, strikers. They're the dangerous ones. Although I feel like we might have seen all the enemy types this game has to offer. Maybe. We'll see. It feels like they're going to recycle a lot of these. Like they've set up their behaviors and now they're just going to put them in different kinds of situations. Hey, get out of here. Yeah, I really got to get used to recalling the ball. It's an important tool in my arsenal. No pun intended! Arsenal is a soccer team in the UK. Just, you know, to explain the joke to you. What was that? That was the bat. The evil bird bat. Bat bird? Yes. I guess the other debate about which Mario is better is which Mario remake is better. Like, do you prefer to play the 8-bit version or the All-Stars version or, God forbid, the advanced version? I've said before about how games, especially SNES games being put on the GBA, they really do lose something. The sound chip is different, and usually converted soundtracks like that sound worse. So I couldn't recall the ball there because I hadn't found it yet, I guess, but now I can. The screen, you know, the colors they use are a lot brighter because they were having to adjust for a non-backlit screen if necessary. And they often reuse sprites without rescaling them. So everything feels really closed in because your character's much larger on the screen. And that affects the game design. Alright, so this I guess is the rubber ball. Oh, it's now my primary. Can it unlock blocks? It can. Okay, well, this is what we're doing now, I guess. I don't even know if this... Yeah, that's more bouncy, right? I guess it's rubber, sure. It's not like fantastically bouncy. But it is bouncier. Wonder if that cannonball could have become my primary ball. I kind of left it behind. Oh, that's bouncy. Oh, that's... yeah. I could just leave this going. Oh, no I can't. Yeah, the GBA has a lot of great original games. Like this, in fact. But I think anytime you port something from SNES to GBA, it's almost always a worse experience. Sometimes for those reasons, sometimes for external reasons, but yeah, sometimes they have more content, which makes it a difficult decision to make. Like the Yoshi's Island remake on Game Boy Advance has all of those problems I mentioned, the worst of which being the screen size thing. But it also has a whole extra level in each world. And they're less onerous to unlock than the extra, you know, the other extra levels that are already in the game by default, which you get by getting 100 score on everything, which is really difficult to do. Yeah, to unlock the extra levels, you just have to beat the world, I think, from memory. I did it once on real hardware. Yeah, that sounds right. Cam says GBA had to rely on software sound mixing for anything that wasn't original Game Boy sound channels, if I recall correctly. Yeah, I do recall that. No duh. Of course I can move left or right as I fall. Anyway, yeah, I recall that some games used the kind of Game Boy-ish chiptune stuff in addition to other things. Like Mother 3 did this, where there was a boss battle theme that shifted between... They were going for a deliberately retro style by using the Game Boy sound channels, while also, you know, otherwise in the soundtrack and in that same song they shift into it, heavily using samples and things to make up the soundtrack. But yeah, I guess what Camberti is saying is the GBA's sound chip has no like native sound generation. You know what? I don't really know how sound things work with hardware, so don't take my explanations as technical explanations. But yeah, it had to process things through the software. Yes, stuff. The upshot of it all is that GBA soundtracks can sound a little fuzzy. If you get soundtrack rips from a GBA game, it's kind of got a level of static over it. Why? Okay, we got 2 balls now. I don't know which ball I ended up with. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, the golden boots have become a real non-factor since I started cheating. Whoops. The keeper's timing was slightly off for a second. Alright. I'm just gonna check real quick. Oh, okay. I'm gonna check if there was any extra stuff down here. Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay, too close. Just some coins. Let's go. Yeah. This game sounds fine, but it does have that recognizable GBA sound. Ha ha ha, they send you to defeat me. Okay, so the first boss was a penguin. This one is just a bigger blob with warts. A little baby to do a big man's job. So is he just calling me a baby, or do you think Beckham is actually a baby in this game? Ha ha ha, I will crush you like a ripe berry. Hoppy is an overexcited leaping lunatic. Hoppy's weakness appears to be a sensitive backside, so try to hit it with a dangerous ball. Beware! Hoppy's jumps cause stalactites to fall from the ceiling of his cave. Press the A button when you're ready to meet Hoppy. I am. Yep, it's hopping. Classic platformer boss design. Boss jumps over you, things fall from the ceiling. Boss is distracted, you hit it in the back. Well, that was easy. Done. You win, I'm all hopped out. I can tell you where to find Mr. Woe, but I don't know how to get there. He lives in a small castle on a small island to the north. Wow. Good to know. So, desert, ice, yes, all the classic platformer things are here. By the way, there was some chat here. That was some quality play. Sorry. Sean Connery. That was some quality play. You now have the power to bend the ball in the air. Press the control pad left or right while the B button is pressed to bend the ball. Note that this only works if the ball is kicked straight up. So yes, bending was something Beckham was very well known for. In his free kicks, he could put a bit of spin on the ball, and that's what gave us the movie Bend It Like Beckham, the title. The West Coast is a bright, sunshiny place. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny place. That's a song. I don't know what it's called. It used to be a popular holiday resort until Mr. Woe had his way. Be warned, the second division monsters are aggressive and able. Press the A button to enter the West Coast. Alright, we'll check out the West Coast a little bit, and then I'll do a whirlwind tour of other soccer games, because I am interested in them. Beach balls. Okay. In some circumstances, they're far easier to use than a stand ball. Also, they're rainbow, so big thumbs up for that. Oh yeah, very light and very bouncy. Good stuff. Let's bend it. Oh, look at that. Magic powers. No, it's not magic. Beckham could just do this in real life. Ugh. He was an excellent football player. Bending it. Yeah. Cool stuff. I don't remember. I probably have seen Bend It Like Beckham, but I don't remember specifically when I did that. Ah yes, and the enemies have a new palette, of course. Whoop. Ow. Get out of here. They stole my ball. Where did it go? Oh wow, okay. Yeah. It's pretty hard for me to follow it, because I don't know where my character is. But I can kick when I don't have a ball. Kick. Oh. Yes, I can kick when I don't have a ball, but if that enemy hasn't stolen it, then what the B button does is, of course, recall it to you. Yeah. Invulnerability. How is that different to barge? I guess when I was barging, I wasn't actually immune to damage. I was just dealing damage on contact. A subtle but important distinction. I'm invincible. Yeah, they just can't hurt me. Oh, I've missed a lock. Where could it be? Maybe up here? No. Huh. Oh well, I guess that's the end. I was gonna finish now anyway. Yes, so let's play some other games. This has been Go Go Beckham Adventure on Soccer Island, released in 2002, most likely to coincide with the World Cup, which of course is held every 4 years. In 2002, it was being held in Korea and Japan, both. They shared it. The rest of the games I'm playing today were all released in 1994, which of course is also a World Cup year. And that year is held in the US. So I'm sure, like I said before, they were trying to capture some US attention with some of these games. They were released in multiple different regions. So what am I playing first? Soccer Kid. So I want to show you Soccer Kid. The first thing I want to show you about it is some regional differences. So yeah, the sports platformer genre isn't that big. But it has a few entries, and I played one of them, Chaos in the Windy City, Michael Jordan. I also played Slam Dunk Kong, the bootleg. So those are both basketball, but then there's a bunch of soccer games, of course, as well. I don't think there are many apart from that, but I'm willing to be proven wrong and find out about more later on. But for today, we're going to play some other soccer games. I guess we'll go through this intro if I'm going to play this one a little bit. Yeah, I'll give, 10 minutes to each of these ones. There's 3 other games that I've got here. Oh, yeah, that's right. So, yeah, I'll skip this actually, just to show you. This is Soccer Kid, the Japanese version. I guess it doesn't make sense to show you the Japanese one first, but you can compare it to the sprite. The way the character design looks in the title screen and the interstitial scenes. Very anime, big spiky blue hair, very flamboyant look. And in-game, this is what he looks like. A rather plain little boy with black straight hair that's sitting flat on his head. So just to underscore that difference, this should work. Because it's got the same name, but I'll just check. Yeah, hope this is working. Keep an eye on the stream preview, but yeah, Ocean Game. Yes, very anime, very Inazuma 11, which is a very popular anime sports soccer series from level 5. Okay, that is working. And I got windows all over the screen, but yeah, it's fine. All sorted out now. Anyway. Yeah, this game was released on a whole bunch of platforms. In the US, on the SNES, it's known as The Adventures of Kid Cleats. But in the UK, where it was developed, it clearly had a bit of a sponsorship from Golden Grahams, which is a cereal. And yeah, that is what Soccer Kid looks like in the European version. And yeah, aliens came down and stole the soccer trophy or whatever, blah, blah, blah. That's the plot. I don't know if it actually showed the plot. I wasn't really paying attention, I'm sorry. But yes, Soccer Kid. Here we are. Clearly... Oh, okay, so the ball does not follow you when you jump, unlike in Beckham's Soccer Adventure. But there is support for all sorts of soccer moves that you can do with the ball. Yeah, if you time it right, you can do a nice bicycle kick. So, yep, heading, and then, yeah, it's quite complex. But yeah, you can magically cause the ball to reappear at your feet. Very helpful. Alright, let me get this eye. Nope, maybe I have to hit the ball into it. Oh, it doesn't go very high. Go! Oh, nope, hang on, what are my buttons? It really seems like there's only 2 buttons. Jump and then the soccer kicking button, which you use in combination with directional buttons to do a series of, yeah, techniques. Standing on the ball, heading, kicking. It's quite complex. And you're supposed to be able to use it to attack. But I'm having a bit of trouble. Ow! Yeah, but Soccer Kid, he's going to go through the entire world. Yeah, I guess we skipped the cutscene, but anyway. Aliens stole a big soccer trophy or whatever, and they broke it into a bunch of little pieces, and to get it back, it's been sent all over the world to different places. And we start, of course, in England, where we live, and we're going to traverse many different environments to find pieces of the trophy. Japan, France, the US, I don't remember where else, space, whatever. I'm not going to play this game much, so we won't find out, but Golden Grahams! In different versions of the game, the bus says Soccer Kid, but in this version, it says Golden Grahams because they're really leaning into that sponsorship. And yeah, everyone wants to kill you. Random passers-by, dogs, skateboarders. Ow. Men throwing spanners. Golden Grahams. Oh, that's right. You have Golden Grahams in the US too, don't you? I don't think we have them in Australia, but yeah, they're clearly a big deal in the UK. But yeah, it's clear. It seems clear that this is the way Soccer Kid was meant to look, and they changed the design for the Japanese version, but only for the cutscene screens. Okay, extra life. Now the main point of what we're doing here is finding the football cards, which is the little 0 card icon that's next to my life icon. I think you got to find them all in order to progress, and they're just sort of hidden everywhere, of course. Ah! I don't know how many there are, but yeah, you're gonna get your little man's heads on little pieces of card. Oh, the evil rats. Oh, Gibbon has seen this before somehow. I don't know how. Yeah. Okay, ball's here now. Oh. Yeah, it's kind of hard to get this thing to do what you want. Come on, come on. Ugh. I'm just trying to hit it into the eye. I don't know what the eye does. Alright, let's actually try and kill an enemy. No, hit it! Ah! I think you have to time it. Yeah, there's a timing element. So when he's bouncing on his foot, you press the button at the right time for him to kick, and then it works. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Yes! Okay. Welcome to London East End. Cards 4, balls 10, press fire. Yeah, fire. That's not something you see too often, but I think that betrays the origins of the game. As I said before, there's many different versions. I'm playing it on SNES. The SNES version is actually an inferior version. I think it was for Amiga first, so Amiga is probably the best way to play it, but I couldn't be bothered setting up the Amiga emulator just for this short look at this. But yeah, the Amiga version, it also was ported to DOS and 3DO. And those versions are similar. The version that was ported to the SNES, as well as other platforms, has different content. It's got some levels have been cut, some levels have been rearranged or in a different order, but it's more accessible to play it on SNES just for this thing. But yeah, that version that had been changed for the SNES release was also then ported to the Game Boy Advance. And that was then ported to the PlayStation, and the PlayStation one is quite close to the changes made for the GBA one, where they give you more lives, so it continues and stuff, but they still have levels cut out. And they didn't use the CD format. It was a quite late release, as you can tell from GBA then to PlayStation. It was quite late for the PlayStation. They didn't add any animated cutscenes or anything that the CD format would make available. But yeah, that version also was going to be ported to the Jaguar. That never came out, but it was later leaked online. So you can get a Jaguar version of it that is similar to this. I don't know why you would. The SNES is so much easier to deal with. But I guess if you're going to go with any version, Amiga is probably the way to go. And yeah, there's a lot of regional differences and variations. It's all quite complicated, but the blog that I mentioned earlier, Super Adventures in Gaming, Ray Hardgrit, yeah, does a pretty good job of summarizing the differences. So check that out. Yeah, I want to maybe at least get through this level to show what another level looks like, because of course we're in London, The Amiga version actually starts you in a small English village that's supposed to be Soccer Kid's hometown, whereas you visit it later in the SNES version for some reason. But there's also levels in the English countryside that were cut from this version. But I don't think we're going to get past the first level, so I'm just going to stop here. Super Adventures in Gaming has nice things to say about this game eventually. They got to grips with the mechanics and had a good time with it. I haven't got to grips with the mechanics, but if I managed to get that far, I'm sure it would be a neat little game, but I think we'll stop there for now. Yeah, so the next game I'm going to show off is called Marko, or Marko's Magic Football. Two different names, depending on your region. So let me switch that over. Soccer Kid to Marko. Now, unlike all the different ports that Soccer Kid had, by the way, Soccer Kid, developed by Chrysalis from the UK. You would have seen that on the opening screen there. Yeah, they're pretty well known. They made Legoland actually, as well as Mr. Nuts, the port, or they helped with the port. They did sound conversion on a lot of things in that era. So they're assisting with development of a bunch of stuff. This is by Domark, as you saw there on the screen, the title screen. They were a big publisher. They owned a couple of dev houses. One of them was called the Kremlin, and within the Kremlin there was a team who gave themselves the name the Cartoon Mavericks, and that's who made this game. 1994, released on the Mega Drive, also the Mega CD, and on the SNES. There was also a Game Gear version, which is hilarious because it uses the exact same sprites. You know, it's pretty impressive that they backported something from 16-bit to 8-bit, but they use the same sprites and they're just tiny on the screen, and there's no music during the levels. So Game Gear port, avoid that, stay away. The SNES version obviously is going to sound a lot better than the Mega Drive version. You can already hear that maybe, I don't know, I'm not a big fan of a lot of Mega Drive music unless they're really using it well on a game that's unique to that platform. I think is the best case scenario. But when you have a cross-platform thing, usually when they're converted to a Mega Drive sound font, it doesn't come out sounding so great. So this is another Magic Football situation. There's a toxic ooze that was developed by a mad scientist, and despite it being science in origin, it is now magic. So yeah, when the ball fell in the ooze, it became magic. On the Mega CD, there's a short interstitial cutscene after that that shows Marko kicking the ball around, and the ball has eyes, like cartoon eyeballs. So the ball is alive. You don't see the eyes in the other versions. But yeah, the reason I'm picking the Mega Drive version to play right now is because it has a bigger screen, so it's the opposite of the Game Gear. Oh, by the way, the nice world map here, reminiscent of Michael Jordan Chaos in the Windy City. So there you go, there's your connection for you, apart from it being another sports platformer. But yeah, this, again, like Michael Jordan, all set in the one city, going to different locations in it, unlike Soccer Kid, who roams the entire world. So, yeah, Mega Drive, slightly wider screen, you can see more at once than on the SNES, so I appreciated that about it, so that's why I picked this one. Okay, so I've got a few buttons here. We've got a run button, a jump button, and the kick button, with which you can then do different kinds of kicks. You do the head. Sorry. So Radnor Road, apparently that's a real place. And yeah, Marko also has, because of the magic ball, the ability to recall it. Oh, the poor policeman. Knocked him down, the bike exploded. He's probably dead. Yeah, so Marko, quite slow unless you're running. Hello? Yes, okay, that's the checkpoint, that's right. And yes, people will just shoot at you. Again, as in Soccer Kid, people for no reason are just hyper violent. And yeah, they will shoot your ball, which will explode, but then you get it back because it's magic. Oh yeah, can't jump with the ball. Can't kick it up high enough. I haven't figured that out, apparently. Didn't I just have 2 lives and I still have 2? What's going on with that? I don't know. That is a big rat. Ah. Oh, whatever, just run past. Oh no, they're following me. Nice little fly sprites around the garbage bin. Attention to detail. Cat. Ow! Yeah, shot in the head. Oh, I remember this from the blog. That, how creepy is that? That's just insane. You kick it at this guy, his head suddenly grows huge and he just eats the ball. Luckily I can get the ball back at any time because it's magic. I don't know how they explain Soccer Kid getting the ball back. He just has immense soccer skills. Ah. Yeah, I just want to look at this again. It's insane. I do like the animation when the ball gets popped by that. I don't know what that is. A green spike. It's just there for no reason. But yeah, there's nothing I could do about this guy, I guess. Aha, I knew that thing would bounce me somehow. Oh yeah, here's another bit of product placement. We're picking up our cans of drink. Although the same blog, Ray Hardgrid, speculated that it was more of a recycling message. You're collecting these cans so that they don't get don't cause pollution. Now, speaking of pollution, barrels of toxic ooze just out there. Yeah, and as Ray also pointed out, the fact that all the enemies kill you does not really gel with the plot as given to us in the cutscene, with the ooze and the creatures being turned into giant mutants. It doesn't really come up. Instead, everything just kills you for no reason. Whew. Oh, okay, cellars. We're going into dank caverns, of course. Oh, and the password's a real actual English word. That's nice. Now, I didn't really point it out on the last level. In fact, I'm going to rewind just to show you. The backgrounds are just, like, really strange. Okay, yeah, we'll get rid of that. It's sort of a rendered scene that is higher resolution and then been downscaled into this really extremely pixelated form, and it ends up looking kind of terrible. But yeah, worth noting, I guess. All right, what else can we do here? Yes. Foreground things. Well, I guess this is another way that this reminds me of Chaos in the Windy City. Is that had a dank underground level as well? So maybe that's the model that they're going with here. Oh wow, a ghost. Well animated too. I should look up what the difference was with the release. Did I not write down what year Chaos in the Windy City was released? That was silly of me. Yeah, it's not on my list. So I mean, it's not in my notes. But this was 1994. Yes. So Domark has a bit of a history. They, had all these publishing things going on, but of course they didn't last. They're eventually absorbed by Eidos, and then subsequently absorbed by Square Enix. Oh, that was it. Yep, there's the ooze. It comes back in the game over screen, I guess. How long have we been going? Yeah, let's move on. So that was Marko's Magic Football. The final one I want to show you is called Hurricanes. Now, we're going to go in order of this one first. Excuse me. Hurricanes. So, this is a licensed tie-in game. There was a cartoon called Hurricanes in 1994. Again, most likely tying into the World Cup craze. Actually, I think it started in 93 and went on, but it still went for 5 seasons until 97, so that's pretty cool. 65 episodes in total. It's about this girl, Amanda Casey, who inherits the manager role or the ownership role of a soccer team. And then they have a bunch of wacky adventures. And this is the bad guy who owns a rival soccer team. And he's challenging us to a match or whatever. And there's a whole bunch of very hilariously diverse characters in the show. This team is made up of people from countries all over the world, and in this case we can choose between the American guy, who's the captain, and the British guy, who's kind of a dumpy, I would assume he's comic relief. Okay, I have to press select button to pick him. Okay, it's storm time, so there's Amanda. The guy on the left was Jock Stone, who I mentioned during the Michael Jordan stream that he is similarly, I did talk about this game specifically, but he is kind of based on a real life figure, Jock Stein, who was the manager, not the coach, of what was it, Celtic FC apparently. So yeah, loosely based on a real figure, but you know, not. Oh. Monkeys heading coconuts at me. So yeah, again, other characters in this world seem to have soccer skills and use them against you, which is fun. And yeah, this is something that Ray Hardgrit kind of criticized. You have the soccer ball in this game and you can kick it, but it immediately comes straight back to you like it's on a tether. Ooh, magical cake. Thank you. Oh, that's a gigantic centipede. I don't like that. I'm scared by that. Ah, get it away. So yeah, there were rival soccer players around that are kind of charging at me down here. Nice. Oh, I see. Water, I'm allergic to water. It drains my health, apparently. And the evil scorpions, of course, are there. Anyway, this is the SNES version. There's a few different ports, but this one looks really nice, I think. It has the strongest visuals, but from what Ray Hardgrit had said, the other main version plays better. So yeah, SNES game. Oh yeah, by the way, this is the Isle of Hispaniola. The team is the Hispaniola Hurricanes, so I guess this is our home turf. But turf isn't really important when everyone in your team, it's not like a regionally affiliated team. They just hire them from anywhere. I don't really get that. Yes, Jock Stone. He's kind of a hard-nosed, I assume he's Scottish from the name. Yeah, kind of mean coach guy. Well, strict, but not, you know, he's trying to get the team in shape. Okay. Oh yeah, the cartoon was a UK-US co-production. But the games are all made by UK studios. So the SNES one was made by Probe. They did Alien 3 on the Mega Drive and the NES and some other versions, which I played on a stream a while back. Oh, this is ugly. I hope this shows up. Wait for the stream to catch up a bit. Yeah. So the other two versions, one on the Game Gear, one on the Mega Drive, they were both made by Arc Developments. Moby Games actually is wrong about that. They say that the console versions were both Arc and Game Gear was Probe, but you can see from the opening screens of the different versions that both the Sega ones were made by Arc Developments. So yes, in this version, we only have the one option of player. We don't get to pick. So we're Cal, what's his name? Cal Carey or something. He's the blondo American guy. Team captain. And yeah, I don't know. This is the Game Gear version. It exists, I guess. And that's all I really wanted to show you, is that it exists. So hope you enjoyed that. But what I really want to play, most of all, is the Mega Drive version. And I'll show you why in a second here. Oh, that should just work, right? Yeah, that's going to work. Any windows with the same name will just get picked up. Otherwise, I have to go into the OBS settings and change the window that is being looked at. Okay, there you go. Arc Developments says it right there. Okay, good. So this is Hurricanes on the Mega Drive, and the chief difference between the versions that you would notice straight away. Oh, look at that. This is what was the Game Gear was trying to show, but had incredibly poor pixelated rendition of it. But anyway, that's the team, some of it anyway. Yes, one player, please. So we get to... Oh, what's happening? Oh, there's more cutscenes in this one, yeah. There's a whole thing with the commentator guy. Hey, I'm Winston Honeychurch, GSTV News. Full coverage for the Hurricanes' journey to Garcos Island for their soccer game against the Gorgons. Stay tuned, there's plenty of action to come. First, you must find the plane to get the Hurricanes to Garcos Island, but hurry up. This guy is, the Moustache Man, is, he's affiliated with the Hurricanes. I don't remember his position exactly. He might be the manager? I don't know. I haven't seen the show. I only know some of the characters' names from like this one Pinterest image that had the names written underneath the character designs. Blah, blah, blah. Oh yeah, this is Dino, so I guess he's Italian. Yes. He might be a player on the team, I don't know. But here we go. I don't know who this guy is running along the bottom of the screen, but we can choose here between 4 different people. Cal Stats, which is a nickname for a Japanese guy, Amanda, or Rude. So uniquely to this version, you can actually play as Amanda, who usually in the show, she's not a player on the team, but she's basically the main character of the show. She's the owner. She goes on all the adventures. But yeah, I like that you can play as her, especially. Yeah, just having a woman character in a sports game. That in itself is rare, but yeah, as you know from my last year when I played all sorts of games with heroine characters, I appreciate that. So, oops. Oh yeah, that's nice. When you actually die, a referee pops out of nowhere and gives you a yellow card, and if you lose all your lives, he'll pop up and give you a red card, and it's game over. Okay, so I am just getting used to the button mapping because it's a bit off what I was expecting, but that's okay. Of course, Amanda has her own soccer skills and very kind of stretchy and skinny legs. That running animation is really kind of fun. I don't think the show itself actually looked like this. It was a Deke co-production, so if you're familiar with any other Deke shows, I think it probably looks similar. But yeah, we've got gorillas. Again, lots of wildlife to contend with in this generic jungle stage. But yeah, as you can see, the Genesis or Mega Drive versions and SNES versions are very different games. And the nice little detail, if you lose the ball, it doesn't just magically appear at your feet. Somebody off screen throws you at us if they were doing a free throw off the side of the pitch, and that's how you get your ball back. Very cute little detail. Take that. Yes, so unlike Soccer Kid and Marko, you can't really do as many tricks with the ball, but you can at least jump with it, like in Beckham. So I appreciate that. That makes it a little bit easier to deal with. Turns it into slightly more of a straightforward platformer. But then you also can't do like advanced kicks and stuff. You can kick at an angle, that's about it. You can't even head, I don't think, in this version. At least not that I've been able to do so far. Okay, well, time to start cheating. Yeah, lots of checkpoints too, that's good. I guess that's a ribbon. Yes, cool. So what's the thing? Okay. I guess I had a lot of notes for that, but I sort of powered through them really quickly. And now here we are, just trying to get through. Luckily you have tons of health, so that's nice. And yes, fruit to recharge our health. It's just a thing that happens in video games. Now, I don't know where we are exactly that has flying squirrels and gorillas and armadillos. South America, maybe? But yeah, this beach is similar to the first level on SNES. Oh, I keep doing this. I'm actually gonna need to remap the controls just to make it easier on myself. So B can be square and A can be X. That will fit better with my muscle memory of how these things should work. Whoops. Nope. I don't want to reset. I just want to unpause. Okay. Oh, that's so much better. Okay. What? I don't know if that's a character from the show, but he's shirtless and he has a gun. Oh, what? The run button is now making me jump as well as run. That's odd. Wait. Okay, it is making me run, but it's also making me jump. I feel like that's a mistake. That shouldn't be happening. Weird, but if I hold it down all the time, I guess that's fine. But then it makes it harder to kick. Ugh, sorry. Having some issues here. Nice chill music though. What? No, I'm not running at all. Ugh. Hang on a second. Wait, I better pause. Okay. Let me just show you this. So, A is set to X. Let's just reiterate that. Yeah, it's still doing it. I don't know. Whatever. I'll make the best of it, I guess. So if I jump a lot, that's why. Oh no! The crocodile eats my ball! Yeah. Oh, hamburger. Thank you. Oh, boss fight? Wow. There's just a pirate here. Okay. Take that. Ah! Yeah, he's hard to hit. Yeah, gotcha. Luckily, I have tons of health. Ah. Ah. So yeah, of course, they don't let the girl play, but that's just how it is. Soccer is not a mixed gender sport, but she gets to be the star of this game if you want. Come on. Actually, there's a similar thing in the recent Aardman animation film, Early Man, which is about cavemen, but also about soccer. Okay, it's gonna put me all the way back there. And there's a woman on that team who's the only one who's any good. Actually, there's a few women, actually. The real problem is they don't let the dog play. He wants to be the goalie. But they don't let him on until somebody goes off and he comes in as a substitution. They were pretty open about genders playing sports in that game, I think. Maybe not officially. You know what? I don't remember. My brain sucks. I'm sorry. I feel bad. I just know it was a funny movie. I forget exactly what the gender politics were. Okay, are we done? I did have a lot of health, but not enough. Okay, so some of those hits didn't count. When he just sort of ducks, that's not a proper hit. I wasn't being careful enough. So what am I waiting for here exactly? That's not a hit. So what is a hit? Anyway, it's 12 o'clock. I better go. Thanks for joining me. That was the stream. Yeah, played a bunch of cool games. Beckham, obviously, clearly very cute, very nice, good, fun to play. That's the standout here. Soccer Kid and Marko were okay too. I think this is probably my second favorite here. Hurricane's the Mega Drive version. Yeah, I've said all I needed to say. This kind of will round out my sports platformer streaming thing. When I come back in, 4 or 5 weeks' time, whatever it is, it'll be a fresh start with something else. Who knows? I don't know because I haven't thought about it because it's so far away. But I hope you'll join me then. I'll be sure to tweet about it in the usual place, etc. And yeah, thanks for coming along and supporting me and watching my stream. And I hope you had a good time. So, see you in a while. Yeah. And go out and have a kick of some soccer. Why not? It's good for the soul. Or at least the body.